Hey, welcome to this video. You arrived here. You're probably searching for a review of Freedom by FBA. So I'll go over how it works, give you my 2 cents, whether I think it's a good use of your time. And if you'd like my free training on the #1 simplest, fastest way to earn a full-time income from home, you can click the link below. You'll see my email opt-in page. And on your best email, I could send you my free training if you want. Freedom by FBA, let's dive in. So what it is basically, it's a course that'll teach you how to build an Amazon FBA business. Amazon FBA, if you didn't know, it's a very popular business model where you would source your own products, you brand them, and then send them to Amazon's warehouses, and Amazon would do all the shipping and fulfillment for people that buy your products directly from Amazon. So there are a few different ways to do Amazon FBA. You can do something called arbitrage. That's where you'd buy something for cheap and then sell it for more expensive. And then there's something called wholesale. That's where you'd find products that are already trending on Amazon, selling well, and you would, and then you'd work directly with, you'd work around the distributors and work directly with the factories, the manufacturers, so you can reduce the cost. And then lastly is white labeling, which is what these guys teach. You would buy somebody else's product, you'd white label it, brand it, put your own brand on it, and sell it through Amazon. So as far as the curriculum, it's 164 lessons. You can see right there. I'll just click here. It's a very basic website, but they do kind of tell you what you'll be getting inside. So that's nice. They're transparent about that. You can see it's spread out into 10 modules. And I'll just quickly go over each of these. So module 1 is sort of an introduction. It's how to set up your Amazon seller account, how to obtain a business license, and a business bank account, all those business sort of considerations. Module 2 is finding the right, because this is a real business you'd be building, right? I should mention that. Even though it is online, there's really not much difference between building an offline business and an online business. So you want to make sure you get set up correctly. And then module 2 is finding the right products to sell, whether that's, fidget spinners or coffee mugs or cat food. You'll be looking at what's trending on social media, as well as what people are searching for already, and something that isn't too competitive, ideally. And you'll learn how to use a tool called Helium 10. And it's a very popular tool. You do have to pay for it, of course. And I mean, finding the right products to sell is probably one of the most important parts, if not the most important part of all this, right? And then module 3 is sourcing. So finding the right suppliers to source and ship your products to Amazon's warehouses, and knowing how to communicate with those suppliers as well. That's very important. And module 4 is branding. So having a nice, as I mentioned, they teach the white labeling model. So you'd get your logo done up, make sure the photos look really nice and professional, that sort of thing. And then module 5 is building your listing on Amazon. Just making sure it's well written, and you're using the right keywords as well, so that people can actually find your listings organically without you necessarily have to spend money on promotions. And then module 6 is shipping and inventory management. So that's pretty self-explanatory. Module 7 is interesting. So this is launching your product, but in particular, they cover influencer marketing, which not a lot of courses, teach that. Now, influencer marketing is one way you can get traffic or visitors' eyeballs to your listings, but you will have to spend a little bit of money. But compared to other paid methods of traffic generation, it's very affordable. And what you'd be doing is you'd be going to influencers or people with a following on, say, Instagram and other social media platforms, and you'd be leveraging their audience. So you tell them to post this, and they'll post something and refer people to your listings. So very underrated traffic strategy. And congruency is key. So if you were selling fishing poles and you went to an influencer that was in weight loss, well, that doesn't really make sense, right? There's a lack of congruency there. So, it's all about congruency with influencer marketing. And then pay-per-click ads is, it's a little more advanced. You're going to have quite a budget for this. If you know anything about Amazon pay-per-click marketing, it's all based on keywords, sort of like ranking organically, except now you're paying for each click. And then module 9, they'll show you how to expand your business on Etsy. Now, Etsy is a marketplace primarily for selling vintage crafts and homemade items. So depending on what you're selling, it might do well on Etsy. You never know. And then module 9 is, so we covered that. Module 10, lastly, is building a Shopify store and running paid Facebook advertising to that store. So this is more along the lines of drop shipping as opposed to Amazon FBA. Now, so it's nice that they're teaching you different platforms like Etsy and Shopify, so you're not putting all your eggs in the Amazon basket, because that might be kind of dangerous. Now, as far as the price of Amazon FBA, you'll need to book a call with them. So, which tells me it's not going to be cheap. It's probably in the thousands of dollars. It would be nice if they had more of a social media presence or provided some free training. But I guess they like to keep a low profile. They have a 4.6 star rating on their Trustpilot. I do think a lot of these reviews do appear genuine. It is kind of odd that they're all 5 stars, right? But it's 4.6 stars. So did they remove the negative ratings? I don't know. But these do look genuine. So it's always hard to tell with these. But another course you might want to check out if you don't want to spend thousands of dollars is Freedom Ticket. I also reviewed Freedom Ticket. So this is a course, it's $99 a month, and it actually includes the Helium 10 software, and it has great feedback. So so that's another course you can check out, and they also teach the white label method of Amazon FBA. So if you want. So now just understand with Amazon FBA, it's a very expensive business model, both in terms of startup costs and ongoing costs. You'll need at least $5,000 to $10,000 starting out, to buy the products and, other costs. And then you have the ongoing costs. You still have to keep buying the products, spend money on advertising, various tools. And also there's an invisible ceiling on physical products. You can't charge thousands of dollars, for a calculator, for instance. And so your profit margins are going to be very small, which means you have to do a lot of transactions a month. And that's very difficult. And it's just a very hands-on, very messy, complicated business model, lots of moving parts, dealing with logistics. There's so much to it, which is why I generally don't recommend it for beginners. But if you would like to start an Amazon FBA business, sure, go ahead, book a call with them, or check out this other course I recommended. But look, maybe you don't necessarily want to start an Amazon business. Maybe you're just looking for a simple, reliable way to earn a full-time income from home that's beginner-friendly and doesn't require huge startup costs. If that's the case, what I suggest is click the link below. You'll see my email opt-in page. Enter your best email. I could send you my free training if you want. And that's it. I hope you enjoyed this review. Hope to see you on the other side, and I hope you have a great day. Bye.